Hello, it's Jason Kingdom and Danny Demise back together, finally. Uh, yeah,
The band is back together, let's put it that way.
is indeed. Right, well, this video is basically a rant video about TNA and Jack Swagger. Well, bits and bobs about Jack Swagger, really, but we'll go to Paul about like the first part, which is TNA. We'll start off with you.
Um, First off, I don't want to come over as a smart or a mark for each company. Now, I don't want to come over like that, but my first love, and always will be WWE. Now, we're going to get the fanboys, TNA fanboys and all them coming up going blah, 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 blah. What it is, I like the wrestling on TNA, don't get me wrong, wrestling's great. Thing I have a problem is Hogan and Dixie Carter and all this. Now, you go and put your Monday night show on Monday,
Wrong mistake.
9 till 11, I think it is, or 8 till 11, or 8 to 10, whatever it is, because Raw's on an hour later or earlier, whatever. And last week, they got a 0.6.
Where's the camera? 0.6.
So that means they had 600,000 fans watching. Now, that even got lower than Raw AM, which is a recap show. But
it's not really a wrestling show, it's just telling you updates about what happened on Raw.
I could understand that. If you pardon me, but you look at it this way. I can understand this. You look at it and you go, what could have been the thing that, made them drop all that ratings? Maybe their matches weren't up to scratch. Maybe everyone's sick and tired of the same old story and all this. But no.
Their excuse, if I may interrupt you.
You may, go on.
Their excuse, well, let me just say, what's her name?
Dixie Carter.
That's the one, Dixie Carter. Her excuse was that Shawn Michaels was retiring on Raw. That was the reason that they got 0.6.
Yeah. Now, we don't want to stay on this for too long, but a 0.6. Dixie, grow up. Thank you for saying things about Shawn, but Shawn's retirement was the last 10 to 15 minutes of the show. What the hell did your show put out for the entirety 1 hour and 45 minutes? What did they do? Did they all stand? No, I'll tell you what they did. They probably had Flair doing this, because that's all he does.
Calm down.
So, sorry. No, because Flair goes that mad, so I had to do a pretty good impression. And you probably had Hogan going, yo, brother, guess who I'm bringing back? The Outsiders. Yes, Scott Hall and X-Pac, yeah, we're bringing them back. TNA, it's 2010. Not 1996, not 1998. Do something different. And I will say this to all the fanboys, all the TNA, when the time comes and TNA is dead, don't come back to me now and go, TNA will never die, TNA will never die, TNA will be here. Hogan will kill it. That's it.
I agree with Jason Kingdom. I reckon he's still working with the WWE in a way to kill TNA, because that's what he's doing. I mean, I agree with the dude that we was watching earlier. He came out and he said that they've released Christopher Daniels, the fallen angel. Why would you do something like that? They've released P.T. Williams. They've released Consequences Creed, Awesome Kong. The next thing that you know, they're going to release Samoa Joe, AJ Styles. They're going to release all their good superstars and bring superstars from like 1996. They're going to bring the Clown Posse. They're going to bring When Kane retires, they're going to bring Kane.
With mask as well. But
yeah, with the mask and flames and everything.
We'll get on to the other state now, because that's all we want to say about TNA. We don't want to go on and bitch and moan about it.
We're not bitching. We like TNA.
We like
TNA are a good show. But the thing that we're getting on is, why does Hogan has to bring in all the wrestlers when they should be pushing their younger talent, new talent.
And the final point, don't blame your ratings
on a different
else.
Show. It's what you do with your show.
You get more ratings. So you wanted to talk about...
Right, this is what I want to talk about. It's basically, I've mentioned it in the other video that I done on my return. As I sort of said in the video, I haven't been watching WWE or anything. I haven't got the amenities to do so. So I can't really say anything much on them. But the thing that's getting to me is you get superstars like Shelton Benjamin. He's been there for years, and I mean years. He's worked his ass to the ground to try and get into the title shot. Nearly every single Money in the Bank match he has been in, bar one. Literally one. He is the top superstar in the Money in the Bank match. He comes out as the best. He's all round great. Yet, fair enough, I got nothing on Jack Swagger. He's a great superstar. He's got good potential, but it's too early for him to have a title.
We just both think it's a bit too early, don't we? We don't think he's had kind of the push.
Some people say, "Oh, what about Sheamus? He wasn't."
Yeah, but you got to remember about
Sheamus, at least he done something. At least he was undefeated in ECW. He came through. He dominated Triple H. He dominated John Cena.
He was even undefeated when he still beat Cena.
So he's done something to deserve it. He deserved the title.
You look at
Jack Swagger. What has he done? He said that he was going to be undefeated for a year. It lasted a week.
You look at it. Sorry to interrupt you, but you look at Raw from last week. Before he cashed the Money in the Bank in on SmackDown, he was in a tag match with Batista
against John Cena and Randy
Orton. And John Cena made him tap out. Now, if
he's going to make a statement,
be there, wouldn't you have Swagger beat Cena or beat Orton, one of them, or even, lo and behold, have a disqualification or something, not something to tarnish him. Now, I've spoken to Danny about this, and he knows my feelings on this. I think in Extreme Rules, don't know where you stand, it's going to be a triple threat ladder match against Edge, Jericho, and Jack Swagger. And I've got a funny feeling that Jack Swagger is just going to lose the title.
Which there'll be no point in Money in the Bank. Which you're saying out there now, oh, Edge lost it within 3 weeks. But Edge was Edge at the time. He accomplished stuff in his whole
Edge's
career.
Edge from being the rated R superstar. Right, I know he was a rated R superstar before, but his career, his legacy was set in stone after he had that Mick Foley match at WrestleMania 21 or 22. Can't remember which one it is.
It's 22 because it wasn't 21.
Through the whole flames, through the table, that was the match that made Edge. I'm sorry, but that was. But Swagger hasn't had a match
like that
to make him, Now I've got nothing against Swagger. Now if he wins against Edge and Jericho or whatever the match will be at Extreme Rules,
well then the WWE are using him.
He'll use him, but I've just got a funny feeling the WWE are going to shit all over Jack Swagger.
Yeah, but anyways, that's enough time. We're out of time basically. We'll both see you back again on the video, and for all you marks out there that are for WWE, TNA, remember,
just enjoy it.
Enjoy, and at the end of the day, we're not going for one side, we're going for both, we're just telling the facts of what we think.
You can enjoy both shows, you can rant about both shows, whatever.
Anyways, we'll see you again. Good night.